is energy. Feel the power that comes from focusing on what excites you. Africa Business Radio. Towards a profitable Africa.
Okay. Welcome to 989 Tech Talk. This show is in affiliation with Africa Business Radio, your number one online radio station. 989 Tech Talk covers all things tech in the agricultural space. My name is Michelle. I am mad about tech. No. Hello and welcome to another wonderful episode of 989 Tech Talk, a talk show that dives into the global tech ecosystem. This show is brought to you by 989 Workspaces in Africa Business Radio. I'm Michelle, your host, and of course, I am absolutely, totally, ridiculously mad about tech. Now, here's what you will enjoy on the show today. The show kicks off in no particular order with tech trends and updates, followed by Incubator Special. Next, we have artificial intelligence, giving you the world of information on the world of AI. And last but not least, tech hacks, which shows you all the shortcuts and how you can get the stuff done on your computer, on your mobile phone, and the likes. To get on the show for today is tech updates. Senegalese startups Nima Codes, which is a digital mapping service for locations without their formal addresses, has upgraded its app and plans to go live in 15 African countries in 2020. The pre-seed stage startup launched in 2018 around an API that uses mobile phone numbers to catalog coordinates for unregistered homes and businesses in Senegal. Now, Nima Code is also adding a chat tool to its platform to help users locate and comment on registered homes and businesses in Senegal. Now, what they're doing with this is to be able to identify photo-based location, Nima Snap, also in the application. By several rankings, Nima Code has become a top 3 downloaded navigation app in Senegal for Android and iOS. The platform has over 16,000 subscribed users and has recorded over 100,000 searches so far. So yay, Nima Codes. I'm definitely happy to see Africa doing big things in the tech space. Next on tech updates is Shopify. Shopify continues to expand beyond its core e-commerce platform with a new product called Shopify Email. Shopify's Chief Product Officer, Craig Miller, and Director of Product for Marketing Technology, Michael Perry, said that they've created the first email product designed for e-commerce. That means it's integrated with a merchant store on Shopify, allowing them to easily put their brand asset into their emails. I, for one, think that this is absolutely amazing. Now, once you easily pull your brand asset into the emails, you can also add along your product content and listings. They also can see whether those emails actually lead to customers to add product to their cart and purchase them. They create customer segments based on data in Shopify. Shopify Email is currently available as an early access test for a limited group of merchants. Their rollout is set to be in 2020. Miller said that it'll be free for the initial merchants, with general pricing to be announced next year. Now, what they said about this is they're like the common thread among all of their new products is to help brands sell directly to their customers. And there's been a lot of talk lately about direct to customer, but that's something that they've been doing for a decade and a half without calling it that. For those that don't know what the company does, Shopify is an online selling platform. And with a monthly subscription rate, you can create and develop an online store from which you can promote, sell, and ship your products. Shopify is very, very popular in the startup phase because of how less expensive it is and how easy. They have a very wonderful user interface. Next on daily tech trends and updates, MTN Group has dropped its plan to sell its 53% stake in Mascom in Botswana, and that's worth $300 million. According to the telco, the sale was abandoned because certain conditions to the transactions were not met. In recent times, MTN has been looking to exit businesses and markets it no longer finds attractive or that it finds sort of problematic. So that's that on MTN. More on MTN. MTN Nigerian subsidiary has launched a new streaming service called Music Time. Now, Music Time was developed in partnership with Simfy Africa, which is a streaming company that MTN acquired this year. The streaming service is the latest attempt by MTN to diversify in revenue away from voice and SMS services. I like what these brands are doing. They know that with the growth of internet services like WhatsApp, Telegram, and Facebook Messengers, they see a decline in their voice and SMS revenue. Now, to support their long-term growth, MTN has introduced its own instant messaging platform, mobile money services, and has now started selling mobile devices. Isn't that wonderful? I think it's great. I like when brands diversify. Yesterday, we talked about yesterday and the day before, we talked about Uber Money. We talked about how these brands are going into different stocks so that they can sustain their businesses. And I think that it's just really, really great. In Rwanda, mobile money penetration is growing, but the service is quite expensive to use. Here's why. What they've done with mobile money is they increase their withdrawal fees. All that be paying so much money trying to withdraw money. That's ridiculous. And because of that, people are running away from using the mobile money services. So operators in the mobile money field are working towards resolving that problem so that their customers can come back and they can make money. In Uganda, the government has ordered telecom companies to list on the Uganda Security Exchange within 2 years. This is incredible. Now, with Airtel and MTN controlling over 90% of the market, the government said that the goal is to improve local ownership in the telecom sector. We have to talk about that. Soji and I will have to talk about that one in particular. But let's just get on with the updates. Nigerian startup Flex Finance has won 100,000 prize money at the demo day of the Action Company Builder, which is it's a tech event. Now, the event was organized by the Action Venture Lab, which is a seed stage fintech investor. Action Builder is a pre-idea stage fintech incubator. This year, the program brought together 12 innovators and split them into 5 teams to develop financial services. The teams include Flex, Shores Invest, Snap, Toju, and Buckeye. Although Flex won the demo day event, the founder of the VC announced that he would take another look at the 2 runners-up, Toju and Bankai. I think that's absolutely wonderful. What the Nigerian startup, what Flex Finance is doing for this Nigerian startups, encouraging them to do more and be more. And that's it for today's tech updates. When we come back, we'll take you to the world of Incubator and what you're doing. Welcome back to 99 Tech Talk. I have Soji with me in the studio, who is itching to talk about the updates for today.
You bet I am itching. Yeah.
So what do you think about MTN, first of all, diversifying? What do you think about that?
I think MTN, any attempt to leave any African market wouldn't be good in my opinion, because I think MTN has been successful in Africa more than any other region.
Right.
Yeah, so any attempt to leave any market wouldn't be good in my opinion. Maybe they need to look at how they do business and probably change their ways and all that. So instead of running away, maybe they probably need to look at how they do business. But of course, I mean, I've been known to be criticizing MTN, but of course, not quite. MTN is massive in Africa. MTN has a major role to play within the African telecommunications space.
Absolutely.
I think if MTN pull out of the market in Africa, it will affect Africans itself. So
I agree.
It's not as if we don't need MTN. We need them to still remain in the game. So
right.
And of course, it's just the way it is. I want them to remain in the game. Even in Nigeria, I want MTN to remain in the game.
Right, yeah. Right. I totally agree. And seeing how MTN is also trying to diversify, right? They see that people make a lot of WhatsApp calls, right? There's Facebook Messenger. You can now even call via Instagram. Yeah. They see that the market is not looking as shimmery and shiny as it used to.
Yeah.
And so because of that, they're diversifying. The same also goes for on Spotify. There are quite a number of brands, Soji, that are diversifying. For example, InterSwitch. Do you know InterSwitch has entered the health tech scene?
Yeah, I mean,
InterSwitch. Go ahead.
They have a massive platform. I mean, were you the one talking about them yesterday that they are sitting on up to about 60% of the market in terms of payment in Nigeria, and that platform,
that wasn't me, but I heard about it.
Oh, okay. That platforms alone, I mean, that market alone allows them to do whatever they want to do if they put their mind to it. So in terms of what they are doing right now, I mean, I do think it's fantastic. And but I think focus has to be making things easier for the consumers, and more affordable. Not so much, alone making more money for themselves, but also driving down the prices and also making life easier for a common person in the country.
I agree. Yeah. Now, what's also interesting, and this is what we didn't mention, we're adding it as a bonus to like tech updates, is what InterSwitch is doing with eClat, right? So InterSwitch acquired the Nigerian and Switzerland-based eClat Healthcare with the aim to provide customers access to healthcare across different interaction points beyond hospitals.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? I think it's wonderful. Everyone thinks it's great.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think one thing right now you need to know about InterSwitch is that they've been acquired by a private equity firm. Which is not a locally owned PE firm. So I'm trying to search for more solution to acquire from outside of the country. I think we're gonna see more of that coming from InterSwitch in the next couple of years, because the guys,
absolutely,
the players right now, they're trying to make it bigger than what it has been. So I think we'll see more coming.
I totally agree. I totally agree. Now, another thing that actually I don't know why, but I don't know if you're pro Facebook or you're either for or against them, right? Now, they decided to change their logo. I'm not exactly sure, but they're saying that they changed their logo. Facebook changed their logo.
To what?
And they're saying you need to Google that. And they're saying that the new branding is designed for clarity. They use custom typography and capitalization to create this visual distinction between the company and the app. I'm like, okay. And what they're saying is people should know which companies make the product they use. Yeah, and they're saying that their main services include Facebook app, Messenger, Instagram, WhatsApp, Oculus, Workplace, Portal, and Calibra. So what they're saying in essence is that the apps and the technologies have shared infrastructure for years, and the teams behind them are frequently working together. They're saying they're working together. I still don't get that. I don't get the I don't get it.
I think Facebook is hiding something. I think Facebook is hiding something. Just this morning, also, they made an announcement that they will be switching on end-to-end encryption on the messenger, and I feel there has been a lot of cautions around this with regards to the security part of this secrecy when it comes to messaging platform, especially looking at the reputation of Facebook as which is not so great, right now. So I think they are hiding something, or they are trying to change something, which is not so much about the logo. It's so much about probably something else.
I know. I'm team Mark Zuckerberg. Like I want Facebook to be great. I love what they're doing with Facebook. I know that it's really been challenging for them this past couple. In fact, for a very long time, everybody's going up against them and stuff. Once they're able to up what they're doing in terms of, let me not even go into that. That's another.
In terms of what are you talking about, Libra?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Do you know the latest news on Libra?
So just leave Facebook alone. Just leave them alone. Let's just tell this is. Focus on the fact that they changed their logo.
Okay.
Or just leave them on that Libra
thing.
So the whole Libra thing and what Mark went through, especially when I saw it on CNBC, I was just like, wow.
You mean the grilling by the lawmakers? That was really that was brutal actually, and that was quite fun also.
I know. My goodness, he just had to answer their question. They didn't want him to go about their question by trying to find a way to answer it. Like, is it a yes or a no? I'm like, yo, these guys are not playing, man.
Of a truth. It was
like Mark was in a hot seat all of a sudden.
Of a truth, even Mark himself actually didn't do so great. There's a couple of reports that he even didn't read, and he claims to be on top of things. I think for me, those were not encouraging at all. I mean, if you claim to be working and to be trying to solve the problems, and you even do not know the details of the report have been sent to you, then why did you even come for the testimony in the first place?
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I totally agree. Thank you for your point of view, Soji. I really do appreciate it. We're gonna go on a short break. When we come back, we'll give you all the inside scope on Incubator and all the incubators we have in Nigeria and what they're doing for startups. Talk to you soon.
Listening to Africa Business Radio, where you get up-to-date insights on the Africa business landscape. Log on to www.africabusinessradio.com. Your favorite shows are available as podcasts. Download them on our website and mobile app. Africa Business Radio, towards a profitable Africa.
Wake up! The revolution is here. The future has just been uploaded on the cloud. To download it into your consciousness, listen to 989 Tech Talk, only on Africa Business Radio. 989 Tech Talk with Michelle.
You are listening to Africa Business Radio, where you get up-to-date insight on Africa business landscape. Log on to www.africabusinessradio.com. Your favorite shows are available as podcasts. Download them on our website and mobile app. Africa Business Radio, towards a profitable Africa.
Okay. Welcome to 989 Tech Talk. This show is in affiliation with Africa Business Radio, your number one online radio station. 989 Tech Talk covers all things tech in the agricultural space. My name is Michelle. I am mad about tech. No.
You're listening to Africa Business Radio, where you get up-to-date insights on the Africa business landscape. Log on to www.africabusinessradio.com. Your favorite shows are available as podcasts. Download them on our website and mobile app. Africa Business Radio, towards a profitable Africa.
Okay. Welcome to 989 Tech Talk. This show is in affiliation with Africa Business Radio, your number one online radio station. 989 Tech Talk covers all things tech in the agricultural space. My name is Michelle. I am mad about tech. No. Welcome back to 99 Tech Talk. Thank you so much for listening to this program. This program is brought to you by 99 Workspaces and Africa Business Radio, the number one digital radio platform. Now, what we have right now on the show, we're talking about Incubator and what they do for startups and what they will continue to do for startups. Now, starting a business or a company can be challenging, especially in Nigeria, where the business environment is rough and the cost of business is somehow high. Cost of business is not peculiar to Nigeria alone. Other developing countries and underdeveloped countries face the same challenges. Therefore, working with others, going through the same challenges, and being mentored and supported makes a huge difference. In recent time, we have seen many startups, accelerators launched in Lagos and other parts of Nigeria, and they are doing really, really great. Some of the advantages of working from an accelerator hub is that it gives you access to a mentor, an investor, and an alumni network, funding, office space, media exposure, and a whole bunch of other benefits. I want you to let that sink in. I've just mentioned the benefits of working from an accelerator hub. The benefits are really boundless, and it gives you that feel of working in a community where people are rooting for you to succeed. What I'm going to do next is give you the list of incubators in Nigeria, and you can Google them and see which one you can subscribe to or you want to be a part of. The first on the list is the very famous CC Hub. CC Hub is located in Yaba, and CC Hub recently acquired Kenyan's iHub, and I think that's a fantastic one for CC Hub. The next on the list in terms of incubators and accelerator hubs is Passion Incubator. So Passion Incubator is open to a wide array of entrepreneurs. Okay. Awesome. So the list of startup accelerators and incubators in Nigeria, there are quite a number of them, and they're doing really, really great things to support startups and entrepreneurs or whoever is trying to start their businesses. Talked about CC Hub. talked about Passion Incubator. To be a part of Passion Incubator, you have to be able to, your business idea should solve a large scale problem in order for you to be a part of their community. Next on the list is Winnovation Hub. This is a technology startup accelerator in Nigeria, and it's managed by Wale Odetayo. The accelerator currently operates out of the Idea Hub in Yaba. The names I've been mentioning, if you find anyone that's really interesting to you, you can write down the name and Google the information later. The next on the list is Idea/Tech Launchpad. Now, this is an initiative of the Nigerian Ministry of Communications and Technology. They support startups. They did a first edition of their Tech Launchpad Accelerator, which was focused on banking, financial services, oil and gas, and enterprise solution. Now, they call that one the 1.0. They're going to do another 2.0, which is a launchpad, and that will target startups that are working on solutions in telecommunications, agriculture, and logistics, building, construction, and health. So if you're interested in any of that, go on Google and type Idea/Tech Launchpad to learn more about what they do and maybe subscribe to their platform. The fifth on the list of startups accelerator incubators in Nigeria is Lead Path Nigeria. Lead Path Nigeria is a seed capital fund that specializes in providing short, medium, and long-term funding to small and medium-sized businesses in high-growth technology areas such as software, web, and mobile technologies. To learn more about them, just go on Google, like I've always said, Google Path Nigeria, and you will get all the information that you seek. Last on that list, on startups, accelerators, and incubators in Nigeria is 440NG and L5 Lab. 440.ng is a joint venture between L5 Lab and 88MPH. What they do is invest in startups in Africa through a 3-month accelerator program model. To learn more about them, please Google 440NG and Lead Path, and you'll get all the information that you seek. And that's all that we have for you for Incubator today. When I come back, we will talk about artificial intelligence and how I think I know for a fact that AI is taking all over the world. I'll talk to you soon. Welcome back to 99 Tech Talk. I have Soji with me in the studio. Soji, what do you think about incubators and what they're doing for startups in Nigeria?
I think incubators are doing great things, not just in Nigeria, but of course across Africa. I think the current vibrancies that we see within the startup landscape in Africa, kudos to these guys. And they also try to do it in a way that is suitable and peculiar to African market right now, which for me is the way to go. It's one thing to go and borrow the concepts, another thing for you to be able to adapt it to your local environment, and of course so that you can make it work. However, I think they've all made $20,000 a standard, which I am appealing on behalf of startups right now that it can go a bit higher. $20,000
They're trying to make it
is
in the
not a
board.
standard. They should up their games. Yeah.
Well,
They should
they're
up
trying
their
to
game,
control
right?
startups.
They're trying to what?
They're trying to control startups in terms of your demands, because usually when you look at the business plan of most startups and you see what they're really asking for, what they need money for, you're like, I don't think you need to do that right now. You're just starting. Focus on this, focus on that, and that will take your business to where you want it to get to.
Yeah.
So they use that as a base to see, if the company is viable. Imagine giving somebody $200,000, for example, to start a business, and they don't have any. I think $20K is a start, right? Guide you on how you can use that money. It's not a lot of money. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. Should they do something bigger than that? Yes, but $20K for starters it's not really so bad.
Yeah,
It's not really so bad.
I get that, but also there should be some other options that will allow for up to $100K. I mean, like, look at what happened with Flex. I know, is it Flex or Flexi? Which part of the updates.
Yeah,
that
Flex.
took. Yeah. I mean, $100,000 will be enough. I mean, it will help them to start building their platform so that they can start rolling it out and all that. So, which is great. It's a tech startup, there's a lot of work with regards to building the actual product. And most tech startups are like that. But there's nothing you can do with $20K if you're building a tech platform.
Well, $20K is 7.2 million, right? There's still a bit. You can do something with it.
I mean,
maybe not a lot.
Hire, and how long can you sustain them with that money?
Now that's the beauty about working from an accelerator hub, right? They already have all of these people in their ecosystem, and so when you're working in an ecosystem like that, they support you with the developers they have existing in them already.
Oh.
You don't necessarily have to spend your $20K on. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least to build your minimum viable product.
Exactly. MVP. Yep.
Yeah.
So, G, it's always great to get your opinion on stuff.
I mean, you're defending these guys. You know that.
I'm appreciating what you're doing for startups.
I'm also just
20K
appealing on behalf of startups.
Well, I mean, I hear you, Soji. And yes, let's take that up. But still, 20K is not bad.
Okay.
So as long as they're getting something, some few years. So 10 years ago, have you heard of any startups getting 20K? No. There's so many hubs coming up and trying to support small businesses.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're getting somewhere. 20K now, just like you said, it'll go up at some point. For starters, 20K, get your MVP, build your product. They'll use the resources they have in their ecosystem to help support your business. Yeah, so I don't think it's bad at all. I was going to talk about Spark.ng, but Spark isn't an incubator, but they also support like startups. Yeah, and I think one of their most successful. It's not really. They don't have an incubator. It's just, they support startups. I think the most successful they have on their platform so far is Hotels.ng. Hotel.ng, yes, that's what they have. They're quite a lot of these companies that support small businesses, and I think that's even great for Nigeria and Africa at large. Let's invest in our own. Let's build our own, right? And in no time, everything will just be better than how it was some few years ago.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's just dive without going on any breaks. Let's just go straight to artificial intelligence. I, for one, am like super interested in artificial intelligence. First, on the updates for AI, which stands for artificial intelligence. If you're not familiar with it, is what we have on this update is Elon Musk. Elon Musk has a project that is set to replicate the human brain, and guess what? Elon received $1 billion from Microsoft to do this. How? I'm like, how? Like, but just how? I love Elon Musk. I used to be fans in him. I've been following him for like forever, right? I like the competition between Elon and Jeff Bezos, To see that Microsoft is now a part of Elon's project is just absolutely mind-blowing. And I'm telling people who are trying to do their businesses, do not give up. Just stay on course. Just keep building. Don't even stop. Now, Elon Musk artificial intelligence plans to mimic the human brain using computers. The investment from Microsoft would go towards the effort of building artificial general intelligence that can rival and surpass the cognitive capabilities of humans. The creation of this AGI will be the most, according to Sam Altman, who is the CEO of OpenAI, says this will be the most important technological development in human history, with its potential to shape the trajectory of humanity. I can't wait to see what this turns out to be. I really, really cannot wait. Still on artificial intelligence, let's throw it all the way back to January 2019, and this is a funny AI update. A hotel in Japan has laid off more than half of its robotic staff following complaints from guests about the practical limitations of the machines. This is hilarious. The hotel had 243 robots employed. The hotel is called Hen Hotel, which roughly translates as Weird Hotel, with a velociraptor receptionist, an automated gardener, and a one-armed claw that handles left luggage. I think this is absolutely creepy. I wouldn't stay in that hotel. Now, the facility of that hotel made headlines in 2015 when it opened in Nagasaki. They made more use of experimental machines such as bedside, table-sized butler capable of arranging a wake-up call or announcing a weather forecast. They saw a lot of glitches in this robot. This is just absolutely ridiculous. I cannot even know it. It's just ridiculous. I wouldn't stay in a hotel that has robots. I think they'll want to slip my throat at some point. I think if anything goes wrong, they would come into my room and say, "Hey, wake up, Michelle." I don't know. I feel something's going to go wrong. I feel they'll burn down the hotel. I cannot. As much as I love technology, this one is on the creepy side for me. Moving on, the next update on artificial intelligence is an artificial skin that can help rehabilitate and enhance virtual reality. Scientists have developed a soft artificial skin that provides haptic feedback. And thanks to a sophisticated self-sensing mechanism, it has the potential to instantaneously adapt to a wearer's movement. Application for the new technology range from medical rehabilitation to virtual reality. The scientists who worked on this project, their work has been published in Soft Robotics. If you're a fan of robotics, just Google this and you get more information on this. But one thing I know for sure is just like our senses of hearing and vision, our senses of touch plays an important role in how we perceive and interact with the world around us. This technology is capable of replicating our sense of touch. And using the haptic feedback, it greatly enhances human computer and human robot interfaces. If this is too nerdy for you, just keep listening so you can learn more about this. But if robotic is your thing, again, like I said, Google this to get more information. AI is they're definitely doing big things in artificial intelligence. Next on AI updates is a supercomputer that analyzes web traffic across the entire internet. We need this in Nigeria as quickly as possible. I know Google is working on something regarding traffic on Nigeria, but this particular one we need ASAP. Now, this supercomputer uses a computing system, and this was developed by MIT researchers. So they have a model that captures what web traffic looks like around the world on any given day. Around the world on any given day, which can be used as a measurement tool for internet research and many other applications. Understanding web traffic patterns at such a large scale is useful in informing internet policy, identifying and preventing outages, defending against cyber attacks, and designing more efficient computing infrastructure. I know for a fact that this would be great. This would be great. I like the fact that it's not just Nigeria or America or Canada. It's for the whole world. It's just beautiful. And I'm super impressed with the MIT team. MIT team, they work harder than anybody in the world. Like, I would say that all day, every day. Before you think about a solution, they thought about that like 5 years ago. In fact, MIT's mantra is, if you're thinking about a solution that will solve a problem today, you are 10 years late. That's how they think decades ahead to solve human problems. Next on artificial intelligence is this wonderful, wonderful update. How do you think life would be if a sensor helps vehicles see around corners? Less accident, right? I totally agree. A new system identifies approaching objects and may cause a collision. To improve the safety of autonomous system, it's a mouthful, autonomous system, the same MIT, we'll just talk about them, but this is MIT again. MIT engineers have developed a system that can see tiny changes in shadows on the ground to determine if there's a moving object coming around the corner. Autonomous cars could one day use the system to quickly avoid a potential collision with another car or pedestrian emerging from around the building's corner or in between parked cars. I know for the future, robots. I just sound like one robots, repeating that. But robots may be able to navigate hotels' hallways, take medication or supply deliveries, and could use this system to avoid hitting people. I wonder how life would be with robots running in a hospital trying to give people their deliveries and medicine and things like that. How will life be? Think about that for a second. Are you? Okay. Next on the list with artificial intelligence, which is the last for today, there's a machine that uses the learning to hunt down cyber criminals. Now, model from the computer science and artificial intelligence laboratory identifies serial hijackers of internet IP address. This is definitely needed. Absolutely, absolutely needed. Hijacking IP addresses is an increasingly popular form of cyber attack. This is done for a range of reasons, from sending spam and malware to steal Bitcoin, of course. It's estimated that in 2000, hijacking, we're still talking about artificial intelligence, and this one is to target cyber criminals. Let's hunt all of them down. Just get all the cyber criminals. I'm very, very excited about this. Just in 2017, routing incidents such as IP hijack affected more than 10% of all the world's writing domains. There have been major incidents at Amazon, Google, and even in nation states. Existing efforts to detect IP hijack tend to look at specific cases where they are already in process. But what if we could predict these incidents in advance by tracing things back to the hijackers themselves? That would be incredible, wouldn't it? Absolutely. Now, that's the idea behind this new machine learning system developed by researchers at MIT. I've talked about MIT. This is like the third MIT and the University of California, San Diego, by illuminating some of the common qualities of what they call serial hijackers. The team trained their system to be able to identify roughly 800 suspicious networks and found that some of them had been hijacking IP addresses for years. I think that this is in terms of cybersecurity, this is absolutely needed. And woohoo, MIT team, they're doing a fantastic job. And that's it for artificial intelligence updates. I hope you guys learned so much from today's AI update. When we come back, we'll take you through tech hacks and how you can do stuff quicker on your mobile phones and computer. I'll talk to you soon. Welcome back to 989 Tech Talk. With me in the studio today is Yvonne. Yvonne is going to take you through tech hacks, giving you 5 tech hacks as to how you can use your computer browser, shortcuts for posting a video, hide people on Twitter, remotely log out of Facebook, and take a selfie with your Apple headphones. Yvonne, welcome to the studio.
Thank you for having me. We'll go right into it. So just like Michelle introduced, I'll quickly run through the tech hacks that you guys will find quite interesting, both on your mobile phones and your laptops. So number 1 is download YouTube videos. Did you know that you can download any YouTube video just by typing SS, the alphabet SS, before the YouTube part of the video's URL link in your address bar? Here's an example for Justin Bieber's Sorry music video. I know you guys remember the song Sorry by Justin Bieber. Originally, if you want to type onto YouTube, you type www.youtube.com/watch, and the rest. But to download, type www.ssyoutube.com/watch and the rest. So the difference here is putting the double S before the word YouTube.
Awesome.
When you press the alphabet K or space bar while watching a video on YouTube, it will pause or play the video. How neat is that? And it works regardless of where you click last on the page. There are other shortcut keys too. When you press the alphabet J, it rewinds for 10 seconds. You press L to fast forward for 10 seconds. F puts you into full screen. Home takes you to the start of the video. M mutes the sound. Up and down arrows turn the volume up and down.
What awesome.
I know.
I think that's actually wonderful.
Yep.
Those are really, really nice shortcuts.
Very nice shortcuts to get your time rolling.
Absolutely.
Number 3, hide people on Twitter without blocking them. Twitter's mute button is a little known trick that is severely understated. It allows you to keep following an account but hides its tweets and retweets from your timeline. It's a simple way to read a person from your Twitter without unfollowing them and thus offending them. They never know when you mute them. Just click on the settings menu to the right of the person's profile and then select mute. Easy peasy.
I know we said that together.
I know. So we're going to number 4, remotely log out of Facebook. Privacy tips are always worth mention, especially when it comes to Facebook. Considering everyone and their mothers use the social network, have you ever checked Facebook on a strange device and realized, oh my, I forgot to log out?
Wow.
So never fear, you can log out still remotely. So you go to settings, the drop-down menu on your Facebook, then select security and navigate to where you're logged in. From there, you can see all open sessions and close any of them.
Woohoo!
Quite
Wonderful.
neat, eh?
Wonderful, yeah.
Then the next one, the last one. Did you know you can take a selfie with your Apple headphones? Wow. Your Apple headphones double as an iPhone camera remote. To take a picture using your headphones, aim your phone and then push the plus sign button on your Apple AirPods remote while the camera app is open. You can also use the play or pause button in the middle of the remote to start or stop recording a video when in video mode.
Wonderful. Yvonne, that's actually wonderful.
I know, it's made life so easy, life so faster, and you can multitask. You can do different things while you're shortcutting as well.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for taking the tech hacks for today. I hope you guys benefited from this. Thank you so much for listening on 989 Tech Talk. This is brought to you only on Africa Business Radio. And that's it for us today. Catch you same time tomorrow. Have a beautiful day ahead.
listening to Africa Business Radio, where you get up-to-date insights on the Africa business landscape. Log on to www.africabusinessradio.com. Your favorite shows are available as podcasts. Download them on our website and mobile app. Africa Business Radio, towards a profitable Africa.